Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to show you how to dye hair extensions. Now I know when I try and look for hair extensions online and I get them in the mail after I already purchased them, they're either too dark or too light, and I can never find my perfect color online. So what I decided to do was, just dye them to my hair color. And when dyeing to your hair color, what you want to do is get hair extensions in a lighter color. So these are by Donna Bella, and I'm not too sure what the color it is. I'll post it in the link down below. But it is a much lighter brown, if you can tell. My hair is kind of like a dark chocolate, where this is just a lighter brown. So what we're going to do is take some hair dye, and I am using Garnet Nutrice. I believe the color is 40 dark brown, and we're going to try and dye these. And what you want to do is first just take it a little strand, because you don't want to dye all of them and it not be the right color. That would be really awful. Now, I don't know if this is going to be my right color. I've never dyed my hair before, so this is my natural hair color. But also a few other things that you're going to need for this is some tin foil, and you're also going to need a brush, but I couldn't find a brush because I didn't have one around the house. But what I'm going to do is use my toothbrush, which is perfectly fine. Now don't worry, I am not going to use this afterwards, and I've never used it before, so it's a clean toothbrush too. You would not want to have toothpaste when trying to do this. And then another thing that you're going to need is a wide tooth comb and also a small tooth comb. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to take our color cream and we're going to put it in our developer, and you just kind of want to squeeze all that you can from it. So get everything out of that little tube. And then once that is done, what we're going to do is take our fruit concentrate, which I guess just probably comes with the Neutrogena little kit, or not Neutrogena kit, but Garnier kit, and we're just going to dump that in as well. And then we're going to put the cap back up on the developer and just shake it. So once that is done, then we are able to put it on the hair. And that's when you take your toothbrush and just kind of smooth it in. And you want to get everything, so you want to coat it very well. Hope you guys can see this. Hold on. See this. Now, another thing with when dyeing hair extensions, you want to have real human hair. You don't want to do this with synthetic extensions, because that's just going to end up frying the hair and it's going to give you a big mess, and you're going to get really upset because then you just ruined your synthetic extensions. So once that is done on the front side, we're going to turn it over, and we're going to do the same to the back. So we're going to get our cream again, put a little bit or as much as needed, and then just put it in. So I'm using tin foil. It's kind of like how they're doing it at the salon. Now, after everything is in, what we're going to do is fold the tin foil up, and then just let this sit for about 25 minutes. Now that the 25 minutes is up, what we're going to do is just unwrap this, and then we have our extension. Now, I'm going to go wash the rest of this out, and then I'll be able to let it air dry. And when I wash it out, I'm also going to be using my Pureology Anti-Fade conditioner. That's just going to try and keep its color, and it's not going to fade as much as it would. So if you can tell right here, I don't know if you can see it too well, but it's a little bit browner right here, as where this is darker brown. So it changed a little bit so far. So now that I've washed the color out, you can see that it's a much darker brown than what it was before. And I think it's actually going to match my hair color, guys, and this exciting. So now that I'm done with this, I'm just going to kind of comb it out a little bit, just to make sure I don't have any tangles through it. And then I'm going to let it sit overnight, just so it will air dry. I don't really want to put too much heat on it. I don't like putting heat on hair, even my own hair, but I do anyways. But there you go. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little, I guess, tutorial of how to dye your hair extensions. So after my extensions dried, this is the result of my hair, and I have to say the color is pretty dead on. Here is just one single strand, and if you compare it to my hair, it is pretty much identical. So I am so happy, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Till next time, bye!